So, ladies and gentlemen, we're back at the garage where the 72 is. So, I got some updates for you on stuff that's been going on around me, the cars, and one new project that is coming on a video later, hopefully in a little bit. I don't know when it's going to come out because I'm still working on the car, trying to get it ready for the road. But it's a 74 Nova that I picked up out of a barn, or out of a storage unit, that I named Cherry Bomb, CHERRIBOMB, because the car reminds me of a cherry bomb muffler. So the plan is this: we're gonna work on the 72 a little bit today because we just fixed the brakes. Because I was driving down the road one day and on my way back from Wadsworth from Winks, halfway back, or less than halfway back, the brakes started acting weird, and then they finally started, like, not really being there. Like, put on pedal, here's the start of the pedal, and it's about, like, here's the start of the pedal, here's about where it was, and this is the floor. Yeah, it was sketchy, but well, I'm finding out that the brake rod was not put in the correct position because there's two holes in the brake pedal. One for manual brakes, one for power. Anyway, we got that fixed. So it's got a replacement master cylinder on it that I got from Sun Racing. They were luckily able to warranty the other one because they failed miserably. And it just was leaking out of the car. It was leaking fluid through the back of the master cylinder and leaking into the booster and then leaking into the car. So I never knew where the leak was coming from because it leaked into the car. But now that leak is fixed and the brakes are fixed and there's still a little bit of an air pocket in it, but it's still good enough to where I can drive it. There's hardly any air pocket at all in it, unlike before when there was a huge air pocket. But what we gotta do now, it's the 72, is we gotta not bleed the brakes. The brakes are already been bled. We gotta do the tune-up because it runs a little bit rough. I think the plugs are still fouled out from the freaking dual carb setup, which is probably the case. So I'm just gonna replace the plugs in it today. And the 74 Nova, the red one, that one is going to go for sale eventually to help pay for the paint job on this thing. Because it's getting a paint job if it's going to Hot Wheels Legends Tour. We also have a second possible contender for the Hot Wheels Legends Tour, which I am codenaming the Day-toon-a. Sounds terrible until you spell it out. Daytoona. It's a cartoon-style Daytona based off of the 70 Charger Hot Wheels that is tuned. But picture Daytona instead with a roof that you actually sit in. Straight up. You like sit straight up in the roof. Not sit through the roof. So that's planned for that, and it's gonna be like 4 3/4 on the side. 43 1/4. So that's the plan for that. So we got the go-kart is making progress, the 72 is making progress, and Cherry Bomb is making progress. But I'm gonna show a montage of Cherry Bomb later once I get all the footage done. Because right now I'm only halfway through it. But I just thought I'd let all of you know, hey, we're getting stuff done. Stuff has been happening while I've been off the YouTube. Stuff's been happening. So hopefully this investment with the 74 works, because if I really can pull this off, it's going to pay for the paint job on the Nova, and I'll still have money to spare to put in the bank. We'll see. Everything's telling me, yeah, it's going to work, but you still get nervous every once in a while. It's just a risk. But it's a risk I'm willing to take. So, also we found out that on the 72, transmission bolts were shaking loose constantly. Not dropping out, but they were coming loose. Hence why there was a piece of cardboard underneath the car because it kept leaking. Alex, big thanks out to Alex, who was coming over and helping me fix this, because I couldn't bleed the brakes by myself reliably. And I couldn't wind up finding out the transmission leak, so he came over and was like, dude, something's wrong here. But now we're going to wind up getting spark plugs changed out and hopefully replace them with another set of spark plugs that we can find that'll fit past the headers, but also fit into the block properly, because these are LT1 heads from 1970 with an awkward port design. So I will let you all know how this goes. trying to block the light right now so it stops blinding my eyes. But should be getting this going soon, and everything's gonna be fine. Hopefully soon I'll have the first update on the 74 nose cherry bomb. I'll see y'all later. Bye.